How can a tennis player ranked among France's top 30 lose money in 2023, despite months of intense competition? Welcome to the behind-the-scenes world of professional tennis. Tennis is a sport that dreams are made of. But behind the spotlights of the Grand Slams, the reality is very different for the majority of professional players. Outside the world's top 100, making a living from tennis is a daily struggle. Unlike footballers or basketball players who earn a fixed salary, tennis players only earn money based on their performance in tournaments. The problem is that earnings are extremely unevenly distributed. In 2024, the winner of the US Open earned $3 million, while a player beaten in the first round earned $81,500. But outside the Grand Slams, prize money drops drastically. On the Challenger circuit, a tournament winner pockets an average of $10,000 to $15,000, the equivalent of a single Grand Slam first-round defeat. And even then, this figure is misleading, because before you can even hope to make a profit, you have to cover enormous expenses. Travel, accommodation, equipment, coach. The annual bill for a professional player often exceeds 100,000 euros. Then there are tournament entry fees and physical maintenance. A full-time coach costs around $2,500 per week. A plane ticket to a tournament can cost over $1,000, and a player uses an average of 6 to 10 rackets per season, each costing around $250. Take the case of Jules Marie, one of France's top 30 players in 2024. The previous year, he won 49,356 euros in prize money, or 21,213 euros after expenses, or 1,767 euros per month. But his expenses were higher. 16,700 euros for transport, 9,400 euros for hotels, 5,500 euros for meals, and 4,200 euros for strings. That is a total of 36,000 euros, or 3,000 euros per month. Result: a negative delta of 1,230 euros per month. In 2024, he won 85,000 euros in prize money. After deducting expenses, he was left with 42,000 euros, or 3,517 euros per month. But he also had to cover 26,052 euros in expenses, or 2,171 euros per month, leaving him with a net profit of 1,345 euros per month. A player in the French top 30 who devotes his life to tennis therefore earns the equivalent of a salary slightly higher than the minimum wage, while taking enormous risks and training daily like a top-level athlete. As a result, many players have to make sacrifices. Some travel alone without a coach. Others give tennis lessons or monetize their content on social networks, like Jules Marie, who shares his daily life on YouTube to generate extra income. And if a player gets injured, he gets nothing. No guaranteed salary, no protected contract. An injury lasting a few months can spell the end of a career. It's an enormous pressure, and one that pushes many talented players to abandon their dreams before reaching their full potential. Faced with this precarious situation, the ATP recently increased the prize money for challenger tournaments to $28.5 million by 2025, an increase of $6.2 million. But this is still not enough. Today, 80% of professional players earn less than minimum wage. As long as earnings remain so unbalanced, a career in tennis will remain a luxury reserved for the most privileged. So, should we rethink the tennis business model? Introduce a minimum wage for players ranked between 100 and 300 place? One thing's for sure, if nothing changes, a lot of talent will continue to disappear into the shadows.